And what are some of the strategies that are going to be put in place to ensure that eventually we do get to the 5 million mark?
Yes. Thank you very much. There are a number of strategies, but I'll just probably mention a few because of, I know the time may not allow us to mention all of them.
Yes.
But one of the most critical strategies which we have started with is, first of all, mapping all the touristic attractions in the country. We do not want to just believe that we can only depend on the beach and the wildlife. Kenya is rich and has a lot of diverse attractions. So what we are doing at the moment, first of all, is to identify and document all these attractions. We have already done phase 1, where we have worked together with the county governors, and we have identified the specific attractions in the 8 circuits of touristic circuits in the country. So we have listed down all of them, and that is step 1, just to list down all of them, what we have already, and what is there and probably has not been projected, has not been promoted, has not been communicated about. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, after mapping and identifying these touristic attractions, we are also looking at the infrastructure. How do we develop to ensure that whatever is required to make that attraction accessible is done? For example, where we require roads, we will work with the Ministry of Transport to ensure that the roads are there. Where we require airstrips, for example, to be either refurbished or to be improved, or even new ones to be opened, we will also be able to work with the relevant ministry to be able to ensure that that is done, so that it makes it easy. Air access, for example, is very important in tourism. Where, for example, maybe we require a heritage center. Like yesterday, some of the governors were indicating that they would like to see heritage centers in their counties, and where we have such an arrangement, then we partner with the county government so that the county government is able to put some funding. We also put as national government, and we are able to put up, for example, if it is museums, if it is cultural centers, or even if it is facilities. One of the critical things that the cabinet secretary really has identified is the improvement of sanitation facilities in our national parks, our game reserves, and any other areas that are visited by tourists, including our beaches along the coast. And therefore, I said that the second thing is infrastructure, including even working together with the Kenya Airports Authority, working with all the other relevant stakeholders to ensure that any infrastructure that needs to be improved needs to be improved. That is number 2. Number 3, we have also want to also intensify research. Currently, we have the Tourism Research Institute is carrying out a research on impact of climate change on tourism. And we want to do a lot of research on what are some of the critical areas that we need to look at to make tourism sustainable, to make it competitive. You know, because you have to look at why is it that some countries are receiving 10 million tourists, why are they receiving much more than us? So we must also invest in research so that we are able to come up with what needs to be done, and we ensure that it is done. But the critical component above everything else is marketing. Because you must market what you have. And that's why we have started by documenting what we have. It's already documented, but we're just adding on to what is already there. So that is clear. Let me give you a practical example. Turkana County, for example, is a very important. It has a gold, something very special. The origin of humankind, the cradle of humankind, which is really so special to us and something that can really be projected. We have the Chalbi Desert in Marsabit, for example, in those areas, which is, Dubai is really, getting so many tourists because of the desert, the desert sports and other activities that happen. So we have a lot of important things that we have not marketed. So what we are trying to do now, through the Kenya Tourism Board, we are trying to ensure that we do digital marketing, we also do social media campaigns, and we also want to reach out to the influencers. Right? We have, of course, the comedians, we have the artists, those who sing, we have the athletes who move across the world doing their competitions. And we think that if we do marketing, we also have our foreign missions abroad. Right? We have every country that has a foreign mission. It's a very good opportunity that we can be able to develop materials or whatever that needs to be used to market the country. But we also have our Kenyan diaspora. Just recently we had the diaspora conference.
Yes.
At KICC,
Yes.
which actually whose main aim was to encourage the Kenyan people all over the world to be able to come and invest in Kenya. You know, not just in the hospitality industry, but across board.
Yes.
And also, which was also meant to encourage them to visit Kenya also.
Yes.
You know, and bring their friends
Yes.
to come as tourists in Kenya, but above all also to market the country abroad. So we are also targeting in this particular campaign of marketing. We are targeting to use also the Kenyan people
Yes.
that are actually abroad,
Yes.
so that they can be able to market the country.